Good. So now we navigate straight away to how to add tables. Okay. So to add a table, uh, you have to open the table element. So the table opening and then the table closing tag. Okay. So table, let me create space so that table not got any. So we have the table opening and the table closing tag. Then in a table, for every table there is headings. There are headings. There are headings. So now those headings we call them table headings. Table headings, and they are specified or they are signified by th. So anytime you see th, we are talking about table headings. But you see, table headings are horizontally displayed. They are horizontally displayed. They are not vertical, like they are horizontally displayed. Okay, they are horizontally displayed. So for because they are horizontally displayed, we will put the table headings inside our table rows. Okay, our table row opening and our table row closing, so that the table headings will now be horizontally displayed. So this is our table row opening tag, then our table row closing tag. Okay, because we want our table headings to be horizontally displayed. So we put them inside the table row opening and table row closing tag. So now we say table header. Okay, so one of the headings will be days. So table header, we open it, then now we close. So it has been established that whatever we open, we close. Then now we have another heading again, another table header, that is th. We call it subject. Okay, then now we close it. Then let's say finally, let's do one more. So we have what we call time. Then now we close it, time. So when we refresh, you see that they have appeared. Okay, they have appeared. So we have days, we have subject, we have time. So these are our table headings and they are horizontally displayed. So now we are going to put information under each column. So for the to do that, you remember the information is also horizontal. So we will still make use of what? The table row opening and then the table row closing. Then we put our table data there. That is what we call table data there. If the individual items that will come under each heading, the individual items that will come under each heading is called table data. Table data, th. So now we say the table data is also horizontally displayed. So now we say table row opening and then now table row closing. So we put our table header, table data, okay, table data opening. So the first item you write will fall under the first table header, that is the days. Okay, so now we say Monday. So now we close the table data. Monday. If I should write something again inside this same table row and this same table row opening and this same table row closing, that item, that second item I'm writing will fall under the header called subject. Okay, so that is that. So for subject, I will say social studies. Now, if I paste the last thing, the whatever I write here will fall under the last column called what? Time. The last table header called time. So now time, I will say 8 o'clock 8 o'clock p.m. to 10 o'clock p.m. You get it? So now that is that. So how many headings do we have? Three. How many fields have we provided so far? Three. Fantastic. That's it. So now we refresh. So when we refresh, we see Monday under days, social studies under subjects, then 8 to 10 under time. Then now we want to do for Tuesday. So what do we do? Now that we've done this thing for one, we just copy everything to make our work easier. So now we paste. So when we paste, we no longer have Monday. We've done for Monday, so now we will say Tuesday. So Tuesday, we are not learning social studies, but for Tuesday, we are learning integrated science. Integrated science. And it is not uh, 8 to 10, but this time it is 8 to 9. So now we refresh and then we save. That's it. You get it. So now we will paste again. We will paste again for another column. This time it is not Tuesday, but we say Wednesday. So now Wednesday, we don't have social studies. Wednesday is dedicated to RME. So RME, we are learning it from 6 to 9, 3 hours stretch. So now we refresh and then we see exactly that. Then now let's paste again, and now this time let's say Thursday. Okay, so Thursday, mhm, Thursday, Thursday, Thursday. Now Thursday, let's study Ghanaian language more. So Ghanaian language, Ghanaian language. So Ghanaian language, we are picking it from 6 to 7, 6 to 7. Yes, 1 hour, 1 hour. Then now we will refresh. Exactly, it has appeared. So you see,
Mhm.
mhm, what the most important thing for us to understand is that the table headings, okay, are horizontally displayed. Table headings are horizontally displayed, and so they should be inside table row opening, table row closing tab. If you carefully observed what I did, you realize that every single thing is inside table row opening, table row closing, table row opening, table row closing. Let's look at the headings, the table headers. Look at it. Table row opening, table row closing. Then we have our table headers. You get it. Now, when it comes to putting information under each table header, that one too, we have what? Table row opening, table row closing. We don't have table header again because we've already done the header. We are just putting the information under each header. Do you get it? So that is what the TD, table data. So now we have our table data opening, table data closing with the items all captured inside the same table row opening and then the table row closing tag. Even look at Tuesday, table row opening, table row closing. Then the table data is inside because we've done the table header. So we could see that table headers, we do it once. They don't change. Table headers are done once. So when you do the table headers, then now you now put table data, table data, table data, table data, table data. That's it. And you have to also understand that the first item you will write, okay, the table data, the first item corresponds to the first table heading. The second item on the list corresponds to the second heading. The third item over there corresponds to the third item over there. So you see, that is how we do it. If you take note of it this way, you are good to go. That's it. Okay, so now we are done with HTML. So when it comes to HTML, setting the table and everything, we are done with it. Now we are going to style it. Okay, we are going to style it. Mhm. So that we get the lines and everything inside. So we'll go to our style, um, style is here. Then now I will say table, curly bracket opening, curly bracket closing. Now I will say width. The width should be 100%. We want it to stretch and cover the entire left and right margin. The width should be 100%. Then now we say border collapse, border collapse, say collapse. That one is just a command we have to know. So that is that. So I've done that one. Now I've done the table. After the table, what's next? The headings, right? The headings. Okay. So now we say table header, TH. Okay. So we open and then we close. And now the table heading, we are giving it background color of um, purple. Okay. And then the color, the color of the text should be white. That's it. So when we refresh, we see that the purple has appeared. Purple has appeared. Okay. Um, the width didn't appear. You see, the width didn't appear because probably I didn't put the semicolon. I didn't put the semicolon. So look at the width. You see the width 100%. There's no semicolon. So now let me put the semicolon over there, and then now I will refresh. You see that it has stretched. Okay. So this is programming for you. If you miss something, it won't work. So miss something. If you miss something, it won't work. So that is that. Now let's do the lines. Let's rule the lines. Okay. So we are done with the background color and then the color of the table headings. So now the table headings have background color of purple, and then the colors are white. The table headings, they are white. So now let's do the table header and then the table data and start. So table header, table data. Then now remember the comma. So we say that border should be 1 pixels solid black. 1 pixel solid black. Okay. So 1 pixel solid black. You know, it didn't work. You see that, watch here. We see, let me zoom so you will see it clearly. Okay. You see that the days, we have the solid black over here working on the table headers. Do you know why it worked for the table headers, but it didn't work for the table data? It is because the table header, we did it right. But for the table data, instead of TD, table data, I did it TB, like tuberculosis. Let's see. You get it? Table header. So border 1 pixel solid black, apply to the table header. But for the table data, instead of TD, I made it TB, like tuberculosis, so it didn't work. So now when you say that way, you correct it. TD. You save. And then now you refresh. You see that everything has what? Appeared. You get it? Everything has appeared. So we can use break. We can use break so that we get space. So let me put some 3 breaks here. Break, break, break. Yeah. I play the break is not part of the table. Just that this place is stuck. Once me scroll here, vertical scroll into me my phone beam. Until I'm creating breaks me and so I say I space. Until me refresh here. Any space number. Say space are better. Say na me pen. Until I'm creating space. Into enunye. With this, you have started what? Your this thing. But you see that the text too close to the black line. Until it bet me line in the until we will say text align center. Then now we save. So we refresh. That's it. Okay. So that's it. So when it comes to creation of tables, this is what we need to know. So if we're able to do this, we're good to go. But you see that the table, there's no space at the left and then the right. So if you want to do that, we go back to the table, and then now, even though the width is 100%, we can still create padding. Let me say 30 pixels. Let me do 30 pixels and see. No, let me see if it had effect on anything. Width is 100%. So let me do margin. Margin, okay, yeah, margin 30 pixels. Margin 30 pixels, yeah, that's it. So margin right, and then margin. So okay, let me do margin left 30 pixels, then margin right 30 pixels. Okay, I'm not seeing for, yeah, I'm not seeing for the right side. I didn't see it for the right side. Okay, let me just clean it. Okay, so this is how we've done our table. So it is occupying the full width. We can just, instead of saying 100, we can just do 80. We can do 80. We can do 80. Do you get it? Then now we say margin left. Margin left should be 50 pixels. So we move it away. We say better. So better. That is how we go about setting our our table. Okay, and it's nice. At least if you're able to do this, you are good to go. Once you understand this foundation, building on it and doing complex and other fantastic things will not be difficult at all. So with the form, we'll be styling it. With the table, we'll be styling it some more. We'll give it professional look. Okay, so let's see the entire page, 100%. All right. So this is what we've done. This is what we've done. This is what we've done. You get it. So if the green color is kind of weird, yeah, you can just change it. So you can make it green and then make the distance Alice blue rather. So the navbar, you give the navbar background color green, and then on hover, navbar on hover, you give that one Alice blue. Alice blue. Alice blue. Now you see. The basa, the text na ɛsesa anchor on hoover na ɛsesa ɛyɛ white no ɛne Alice blue no and blend it. Yɛnhu ne yie. So you need to change it from white to probably black or yellow. So navbar anchor on hoover, Alice blue, but the color should be yellow. Yellow. Save. Now, even yellow crown is hard to see. Let me check. Black. But the color itself is black already. Or red do the job. Let me check for red. Red is better. So, oh, so BBC and bad. Oh. That is that. Let me save it.